The mists of time shroud the Caledonians, ancient inhabitants of what we now know as Scotland. They emerge from the shadows a fierce and enigmatic people. Were they Picts, Gaels, or an even earlier group? Answers remain elusive. We know them best through Roman eyes, painted as fierce adversaries. Tacitus, the Roman historian, described their red hair and large limbs, hinting at a northern European origin. These were no mere barbarians, they were skilled warriors, masters of their rugged domain. These warriors were bound to the land by an ancient connection. They navigated dense forests and treacherous bogs, their knowledge a weapon against invaders. They fought not for conquest or glory, but for something far more profound, their freedom. The Caledonian story is one of courage, resilience, and the enduring spirit of a people determined to forge their own destiny. It is a story etched into the very fabric of Scotland itself. The Caledonians were not simply warriors, but a complex society with its own unique culture. They were skilled artisans, adept at crafting intricate jewelry and weaponry. They were also deeply spiritual, their lives intertwined with the rhythms of nature and the whispers of the ancient gods. The Romans, for all their might, could never truly conquer the spirit of these people. The echoes of their struggle for freedom still resonate in the hearts of the Scots today. Their story serves as a potent reminder that even in the face of overwhelming odds, the human spirit can prevail. Life in ancient Caledonia was harsh but vibrant. Imagine a land of dense forests, shimmering lochs, and imposing mountains. This was the world of the Caledonians, a world both beautiful and unforgiving. Their lives were intertwined with the land, their survival dependent on its bounty. They were skilled hunters, trackers, and fishermen, drawing sustenance from the wild embrace of their homeland. Their homes, simple round houses built of stone and timber, nestled into the landscape. These structures, though rudimentary, provided shelter from the elements and a sense of community. Life was communal, with families and clans working together to survive. Women played a vital role, not just in raising children, but also in farming, crafting, and even, according to some accounts, fighting alongside men. Despite the constant threat of Roman invasion, Caledonian culture flourished. They were skilled artisans, crafting beautiful jewelry from bronze, silver, and even gold. Their intricate torques and brooches, unearthed from burial sites, hint at a people with a keen eye for beauty and a deep connection to their ancestors. They were also adept at working iron, forging weapons and tools that were both functional and aesthetically pleasing. The Caledonians were not a literate society, at least not in the sense of having a written language that has survived to this day. Their stories, beliefs, and traditions were passed down orally through songs, poems, and tales whispered around crackling fires. This oral tradition, though lost to us now, would have been rich and vibrant, keeping their history and culture alive for generations. The Caledonians were not a conventional army. They didn't have legions or cavalry like their Roman adversaries. Instead, they were masters of guerrilla warfare, using their knowledge of the land to their advantage. Imagine small bands of warriors, swift and agile, melting into the forests only to reappear and strike when least expected. They were fearsome warriors, their ferocity striking terror into the hearts of seasoned Roman legionaries. Armed with long swords, spears, and shields, they engaged in close-quarters combat, their fury amplified by war cries that echoed through the glens. They were also skilled archers, their arrows tipped with deadly accuracy, picking off enemies from afar. The Caledonians' tactics were as much about psychology as they were about physical confrontation. They would ambush Roman patrols, disappearing into the undergrowth before reinforcements could arrive. This hit-and-run approach, coupled with their intimate knowledge of the terrain, frustrated and demoralized the Roman war machine. The Romans, accustomed to open battlefields and disciplined formations, found themselves outmaneuvered and outmatched in this unfamiliar landscape. The Caledonians, fighting for their very existence, displayed a level of ferocity and determination that the Romans found difficult to counter. Their victories, though often small in scale, chipped away at the Roman Empire's aura of invincibility, proving that even the mightiest of empires could be challenged by a determined and resourceful foe. The battles between the Caledonians and the Roman Empire were pivotal moments in Scottish history. In AD 83, the Roman general Agricola led his legions north, aiming to conquer the fierce Caledonians. The Battle of Mons Graupius stands out as a legendary confrontation. Tacitus provides a vivid account of this clash, highlighting the strategies employed by both sides. The Caledonians, under the leadership of chieftain Calgacus, utilized guerrilla tactics and intimate knowledge of the terrain. Their war cries and ferocity on the battlefield were meant to intimidate and disrupt the disciplined Roman formations. The Romans, known for their discipline and strategic formations, faced a formidable challenge in the Caledonian fury. The outcome of Mons Graupius remains debated, with both sides claiming some form of victory. The Romans declared a decisive victory, but their control was fleeting. Despite their defeat, the Caledonians regrouped and continued their resistance. Their unyielding spirit and continued defiance posed a significant challenge to Roman ambitions. The Romans found themselves entangled in a costly guerrilla war, unable to fully subdue the Caledonians. The harsh and rugged terrain of Scotland presented insurmountable logistical challenges for the Roman forces. Eventually, the Romans withdrew and constructed Hadrian's Wall, symbolizing their ambition and the limits of their conquest. These battles underscore the historical significance of the Caledonian resistance and the enduring struggle for freedom.